Out.
It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking.
So I saw the light talking sports radio.
I have seen the light.
So I thought about starting Rev T Sports Revival.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
People are saying,
you can see how you have progressed as a show, and I'll tell you what, man, it shows. I mean, it totally shows.
And our callers are saying this, right? Man, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
No. The show seems really good. You seem like you have a lot of fun. This is why I called in, and you both know your sport. So it's always fun talking to people that know their sports. That's why I like to call in whenever I get a chance.
And after I introduce my guests, they say,
for that big intro, I don't know whether to make you my agent or have you call my mom.
Our guests are saying this.
Your broadcast always edifies, and y'all were inspirational. You're unselfish. You don't whitewash anything. You deal with the real problems and issues, whether they popular or unpopular.
And they saying, I'm sounding like this great legend that had a mouthpiece in the radio business.
Man, you talking sports over there like T.D. Green, man. That's what I like about Rev T Sports Revival.
But most of all, this. Hey, Fred, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Hey, when you tell them Rev T, if they ears ain't used to great talk radio, they need to adjust. Because at the end of the day, being different ain't being wrong. It's just being who you are. If they scared to be who they are, they probably shouldn't be listening to your show anyway.
Why tweet about it when you could talk about it on the Rev T Sports Revival? Believe that, baby. March with me.
Black and brown up in here.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, y'all ready? Let's go. Come on. Ow!
Here we go, DMV. Going out to all the Scorpios.
Y'all live right here in Mountaintop Network Radio. Y'all know who y'all with at the Real Rev T. Right here live. It's the Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fidel. Hey, I keep saying it. I'm at the Real Rev T. We sitting live on the Mountaintop, y'all. Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. We got a good show planned for the people. It's Dallas week, y'all, in the DMV. We gonna talk about where the Redskins are at this point, what it means for them going forward, and what they need to do to try to make it to the playoffs. We gonna talk about it. I think we gonna talk about it. I guess we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it? Then let's talk about it. Let's go. Yay. I guess ain't somebody want us to start cranking this morning or something. We live, so lace the boots up, strap them up real tight, and come on and march with me, y'all. We live right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I guess that's how it's supposed to go. Man, I tell it to the hot, I tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. I'm Tavon Fidel at the Real Rev T. I'm so glad to be here with the people. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. Tuesday, November 28th. But if you've been following me, y'all know I've been kind of busy with I've been doing some things on the back end. So we posting the Sports Revival, you know, just got to stay in touch with us. Follow us at Sport Revival on Twitter, at MTN Radio DMV on Twitter. You can follow us. Follow me on Twitter at The Real Rev T. You can also go follow my man at Steven Atkins at the Inside_Blitz. Steven Atkins, he going to keep you updated with everything that's going on here on the Sports Revival, on the Inside Blitz. And good morning to the lovely Crystal Adele. I want y'all to stay tuned. The motivational minutes they going down, man. Good morning to the people, man. I miss y'all, man. Good morning, big brother Jerry Sutton. I see you tuning in. Big brother Chris Young. Always a pleasure, man, to have you tune in, man. We all types of weather. Big brother Deion Dante Bracey, man, good morning. The lovely Denise Davis, good morning to you, mama. Big brother Scott Austin, man, good morning to you. Big brother William Farmer, good morning to you, champion. They my brother right there, William DJ Chill, Will Kelly in the house, man. One of the best DJs in the area, man. Appreciate him so much. Yeah, I see you, William Farmer. He say, morning, HTTR, morning. Hail to the Redskins to you, Chain. Jerry Sutton say, man, good morning, Miss Crystal Adair. Family and Rev, always a pleasure to listen to the show, bro. Always a pleasure to have you tuning in. Big brother Darren Long tuning in. I know why you tuning in, Dirt. Yeah, I already know it's Dallas week, man. I know where your mind is already. And then we got big brother Edwin Jimenez tuning in this morning. We see you. Big brother Darren Boosie, man. Good morning, champion. ACC, y'all, man. All my brothers and sisters, y'all know y'all superstars in that burgundy gold movement. Big brother Tim Jones, we see you in the house. William Farmer always, he say defense got to shut Dak down. That's the sack. We see you. Jeffrey Coolbreed Anderson Sr., man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. Michael Cowboy Johnson, y'all. He ain't no Cowboy fan. He just the original Cowboy. You know, I'm just saying. Just so y'all don't try to scrutinize and crucify my man. He with the burgundy gold all the way, if I'm correct, all in my soul. But listen here, though, y'all. Let's talk about this. For those who follow me on social media, you know that I'm not sure the words for anybody. I'm not sure to tell anybody how I feel about certain things, about certain individuals, about yada, yada, yada. Okay. We cool with that? We cool with that. But now, let's get to this right here. A week ago, my last episode that I did, the Redskins was getting ready to go face the Giants. And a lot of y'all as fans, your minds was weary and your hearts was a little bit trouble after that loss to the Saints. Okay. And I came back on and I was real hype. I was real hype with myself when I came back on and did that episode. Can I find it real quick? And I want y'all to hear something real quick. And I know y'all saying, well, Red, where you going with this? I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just want y'all to follow me with this because, see, you got people out here trying to impersonate me, and Rev don't like that. Let me see.
Hey there, family. How are you?
That's not it.
All right, here we go.
No, hold on. That's not it. Count to 10 and go. That's not it.
Guys on the line, Rev T.
That's it.
Hey there, family. How are you?
That's not it. Can I get it real quick? I'm going to tell you what these Bammers been doing.
Hey, y'all, this is Clyde. I just be rolling out.
No, these Bammers, they been impersonating.
Is a near must for making the playoffs as a wild card. The division is gone. We know that. Congratulations, Philadelphia. And so the Redskins must win each of their final 6 regular season games. Why should anyone believe in that happening off what happened at the Saints? Why should anyone believe in the Redskins winning out of having lost 4 of 5 since the 3-2 start? Why should anyone believe, with all of the injuries that the Redskins have suffered? Well, let us put aside the negativity. You feeling pessimistic? I don't blame you. I don't blame you for 1 second. But this is Redskins Revival 2.
Oh, my brother, testify!
Yes, and so I shall testify. Reason number 1 to believe in the Redskins winning out.
Now, I want y'all to hear that. Y'all hear that, right?
To the 2-8 Giants at the 4-6.
Oh, my brother, testify!
Reason number 2 to believe in the Redskins winning out.
Now, I wanted y'all to hear that because that's how much they sitting there trying to steal my get up. And if y'all know who that is, that's Al Goldie on ESPN 980. And he be on early in the morning. And y'all know I love the people at ESPN 980. But I don't like them for doing that. Don't try to impersonate me. If you want the sports revival, you call Tavon Demetrius Roscoe Fennell, and you get the sports revival on your airways. You don't try to go put nobody out there to impersonate me, to impersonate my get up. And y'all know, y'all see the numbers right there. 282 episodes. Listen here, I done did this show to the point when I was sick. When I just sit there and took medicine and passed the hell out because I wanted to make sure that I keep the people, 1, informed, 2, entertained, and 3, to make sure that the Redskin Nation fan base stay uplifted about believing in hope. Hell, I even lost the damn tooth. Okay? Busting my ass to make sure that I deliver this content. But for me to hear somebody impersonate me like this, and I don't
10-6
give a rah-rah if it was at ESPN. Listen to this.
Feel the spirit. Yes, thank you, Cooley. The Redskins, as we all know, have faced a hellacious, then at 5-5 Denver, then at favorably, sets up favorably.
I like somebody to tell me.
To believe in the Redskins winning out.
Yeah, do y'all hear this?
The quarterback.
And it's told to me, oh, man, you know, I shouldn't feel no type of way. You damn right I feel some type of way. But I'm not going to sit and hop on it, you know. But at the end of the day, though, it just shows you how much I'm really doing some damn things. I want to appreciate everybody that tuned in to WKYS 93.9 on Sundays to hear my weekly thing of the Rev T Sports Revival with DJ Gemini on Sundays. It usually run about the 8 o'clock hour, and I know some people say, well, you 8 o'clock on Sunday. I mean, you got to get it in where you can get it in that. Let me see you do something better. Right. Man, good morning to Big Brother Sherman Dizzy. We see you this morning, man. Big Brother Molly Moore, good morning to you. I got to call y'all, too, man. Talk to y'all. Big Brother William Farmer, good morning to you. We see you. Wilfredo Sotero, good morning. There go my cousin in the building, the lovely Robin. Fernell, her and my cousin, the guy. Appreciate and love them so much, man. Happy holidays to y'all. Happy holidays to everybody, man. Christmas time going around. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do this, if not this week or maybe by next week. I'm going to go volunteer and go ring the bell for the Salvation Army. And if you in the DMV area, you should try to go to your local Salvation Army and see if you can go volunteer 4 times to go ring the bell for the people so them people make sure they get them kids some toys, make sure they got people have food for the holidays, make sure people's getting cold outside. You know them bills getting jacked up with them utility bills. They help people do services like that, help the homeless people. Y'all make sure y'all go support the local Salvation Army. They out there ringing those bells. Y'all make sure y'all go volunteer and go sign up today. And I heard for some people that would probably want some part-time employment. I think they got some programs where they pay some people to ring those bells. So, y'all want to check that out. I'm always about out here supporting and helping the people and stuff. But listen here, though, y'all. I tell y'all what. I'm feeling Wendy Williams this morning. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm kind of talking around. I'm trying to see, we were supposed to have special guests for y'all this morning. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together. If we don't get them today, we'll make sure we'll have them on by tomorrow for the people to get off Dallas week. But listen here, though. I tell y'all what, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back off of this break, let's go ahead and get into this Dallas week thing. First thing I want to do real quick is just kind of glimpse through this New York Giants game real quick. Now, I don't want to go all in depth into it. Everybody know what happened, how everything went down. Bottom line, Redskins won. Bottom line, what's happening now is that this game against the Dallas Cowboys is not only important for the Washington Redskins, but this game with the Cowboys is also important for the Dallas Cowboys. It's very important as far as what goes on and what happens in the NFC and the NFC playoff picture going forward. So I want y'all to lace your boots up, strap them up real tight, and come on and march with me. We live right here on Mountain Top Network Radio. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. We be right back, y'all, right here on the mountaintop. Let's go, y'all. Eagle Crystal there and no motivational minutes. Come get some.
All right, family, we are back at it. This is Crystal Adair with Motivational Minutes because we stay in it to win it. Amen. Motivational speaker here and author. Go on Amazon.com and check out a copy of my book. It is called Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. My life story, my testimony, and I promise that it will only bless your life. Family, I do not know who this message is for on today, but I do know that it is for somebody. I also know that I am preaching to myself in as much as I'm encouraging someone out there. Family, what I want to say to you on today is that a delay is not always a denial. A delay is not always a denial. Just because God is asking you to wait on something does not mean that God is necessarily telling you no. You see, in our human frame, it is so easy for us to become discouraged or depressed or frustrated when something or the process is not moving along as quickly as we feel that it should. But see, our timing is not God's timing. We may be saying, but God, I am ready now. I want it now. Why can't I have it now? And God is saying right back to you, not right now. You see, his answer is not always no. Sometimes he's just saying, not right now. Sometimes God needs to perfect something in you. He needs to get something right in you before he answers this prayer and gives you whatever this blessing may be. The other times, God may be saying, I have something better for you. But I need for you to hold on. I need for you to exercise some faith. I need for you to believe that I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. God is not always telling you no when you're waiting on a prayer to be answered. Sometimes he's simply just saying, not right now, or I have something better. But you gotta let God work that thing out in your favor, and you gotta let him work some things out in you so you can be truly ready to receive that glorious blessing. This is Crystal M. Adair with Motivational Minutes. I love you, family. Please make sure you go out and get a copy of my book, Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. It's right there on Amazon.com. And as always, a shout out to the awesome Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice and these motivational minutes can be heard.
Yeah, we live, y'all. And the thing about it is, some of y'all in the Redskin fan base, y'all freaking out right now. Don't lie. You talking about the Washington Redskins football team right now. They in the mix. What? They 5-6 right now. Okay. And the Dallas Cowboys is what, 5-6. And we all know that this game right here, if you ever talk about a playoff, talk about playoffs, then you got to talk about this game right here with the Washington Redskins and the Cowboys. I mean, you talking about playoffs in November, going into the week of December. Let's look at this scenario with this picture with the NFL, what's going on. Man, and good morning to big brother Andre Brown. We see you, man. Hail to the Redskins champion. And big brother Rasul McGee, man, always a pleasure, man, to have you tuned in right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. I just got a call in. I just got a call. And we trying to make sure we get our special guests on. We going to try to scratch the sports revival out for a hot second here. We gonna scratch it out here for a hot second. Got something special for the people coming. I told y'all I was gonna deliver. And I mean, I'm going to deliver for y'all like no other. Right here on the Sports Revival, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I want y'all to tune in. I told y'all I had something real special to kick off this Dallas week. God willing, I'm going to be able to give it to y'all today. I just got a call in right now. But listen here, though. Let's break this thing down with the Washington Redskins and the scenario when we look at this thing, you know, going forth against these Dallas Cowboys. And I told y'all this, and I told you one thing that you had to do, and that's definitely the good and true, and I stand on this, it is believe. Believe that there is hope for tomorrow. You talking about Kirk Cousins that went against the New York Giants team that's suffering themselves, and he carried this team on his shoulders. Now, for granted, Kirk Cousins, I know, and I'm going to tell you this, y'all would have flipped the script and lost your mind if Kirk Cousins would have lost the game. Y'all would have been talking about, oh, he threw that interception. And everybody would have flipped the script on Kirk Cousins. See, I know how y'all operate. A lot of y'all in this fan base operate. But at the end of the day, that didn't happen. You talking about the Kirk Cousins that went out there, and he led his football team. He had 2 touchdowns. Okay, he had one to Crowder. He had one to Josh Doctson. Josh Doctson is rising, y'all. Jamison Crowder is showing promises that if he's healthy, if he can beat this thing, this problem, this issue he's been having, this lingering hamstring issue, that Jamison Crowder can go out there and be real effective in this Washington Redskins offense and contribute on a very high level. And he showed promise of that. You talking about 7 receptions for 141 yards. Josh Doctson only had 2 receptions for 28 yards, but he had a touchdown, though, for 14, and he's starting to become a red zone threat. And that's a good thing. And he started to become a red zone threat without having to throw him the damn fade all the time that the Redskins can't successfully get right. I was surprised to see Mo Hurst didn't get that many touches. I was surprised to see that Ryan Grant didn't get that many touches. But can I say one thing, though? Hats off to Brandon Marshall, though. They picked him up 1 week into the team. He went out there, and he contributed to this team. He only had 4 carries for 18 yards. But he made those 4 carries work, 18 yards. One was 11 yards run, and he couple of passes out the backfield to kind of help that defense get things going. That offense get things going. So what I'm trying to say is about this Washington Redskins offense is that there's an upside. There's a true upside to this Washington Redskins offense. You talking about an offense led by Kirk Cousins over the last 2 weeks that have put up 31 points on the board with no true wide receiver, okay? With no true number 1 running back, number 1 wide receiver, with a patchwork offensive line. And yet and still Kirk Cousins goes out there and he delivers numbers like that. He puts up numbers on the boards for the people, for the team. He leads the team, 31 points in his offense. Good morning to big brother, Jose Somerville, my friend, my brother to the end. So glad you tuning in with us this morning. But at the end of the day, when you look at this thing going into Dallas, I'm not too concerned about this Washington Redskins team and the offense that they putting up. But then now, if you want to flip the script, okay, I want y'all to turn y'all books to the books of the Dallas Cowboys, and I want y'all to look at this Dallas offense that we have. They're lost without Dak Prescott, without Ezekiel Elliott right now. They are lost without Ezekiel Elliott right now. And you know, you can look at these rankings all you want to say, oh, well, they 4th in the league when it comes to rushing. Well, that's with Ezekiel Elliott, and that's numbers from Ezekiel Elliott. But without Ezekiel Elliott, though, the Dallas Cowboys are really suffering at the run game. And by them suffering at the run game, Dak Prescott looks like a lost child. He looked like that you can go get somebody like John Beck and throw them behind the Cowboys offensive line and still get the same results. But if you put Ezekiel Elliott in, that whole landscape would change for anybody being quarterback and center. I mean, you just look at this landscape. You talking about the Dallas Cowboys team right now. Dez Bryant don't even look like he a number 1 wide receiver right now. Dak Prescott can't get him the ball enough. So I'm going to tell you what's about to happen when it comes to this Dallas offense. I'm going to tell you what's about to happen when it comes to the shidiggity bop and the shidiggity bang. Dez Bryant is about to start kirking out on Dak Prescott on that sideline. He already was doing it earlier in the season, a couple of weeks back. He's going to do it some more, and it's going to escalate. And with everything else that's going on with the Cowboys, with Jerry Jones, and his issue on the standing knee or on the kneeling or whatever, it's not going to look too well for this Dallas Cowboys offense right now. So why wouldn't the Washington Redskins have a chance or have an opportunity to be able to go in to Dallas to go in there and beat them? It's not like this Dallas offense is going to do anything or really has a threat that's going to rattle this Redskins defense. Did I say defense? I did. I tell y'all what, because I'm on the road right now. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. You got to come to Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Man, good morning, big brother Cameron Peel. We see you tuning in. Always a pleasure. Y'all make sure y'all go share the post with the people. 703-763-4979 is the number, man. I feel good like Hollywood on the Tuesday. I'm so glad to be back here with the people on the Sports Revival. But look, though, I told y'all I'm trying to get this special guest on the line. We gonna do things like we used to do. Fisher, Ox, and the Kangaroo. We gonna carry this thing to the 11 o'clock hour. So y'all tune in. We sitting here live, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Let's go, baby. Ow! That's an ow! Ow! The coffee, man. I made some strong coffee this morning. Let's go.
We make it. Before we see it, you take it. Oh, maybe wanna holler the way that
Network Radio. T-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you will get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirts. Mountaintop
Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Steven Askins, host of the Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. And we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
See, Redskin Nation, I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old, but you got to let that burgundy gold fill up your soul. Burgundy gold! Now, here we stand, 2017, draft day. Yes! What happened on
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Yeah, man, I feel good. We on the bus, y'all. Let's go. Big shouts out to the Diesel, y'all. Diesel Reloaded. The Tribe, baby. The Tribe, DK. Ron Barnes. Navita Stud. Tanya Earl. Maurice Wood. Julius Valentine. Gregory Hawkins. Yeah. Man, I feel good this morning, man. 703-763-4979 is the number, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all stay tuned in right here, Mount Top Network Radio DMV. We got something special coming for the people this morning. Right here live, y'all, on the Sports Revival. I want y'all to get yourselves ready, brace yourselves. You don't know when it's coming. Hell, I don't know when it's coming, but I'm just trying to tell you, son, it's coming, and y'all need to get yourselves in order right here. Mountain Top Network Radio DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. We sitting here talking about the Washington Redskins, y'all. It's Dallas week. And before I go on, yesterday, I got to show some respect and appreciation and respect to the Taylor family. It's 10 years ago yesterday that Sean Taylor was killed in his home defending his family from a robbery attempt. So if we could, I'd just like to take a moment of silence for Sean Taylor and respect to his daddy and to his daughter and to his fiance and to his mother and his brothers and sisters and the rest of his family members at this time. Let us take a moment of silence for the late, great Sean Taylor. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor. And one thing, before I go on, one thing that I want to talk about, and one thing that I want to bring to the table is, it's nothing wrong with people, sharing their memories about Sean Taylor and how much they like Sean Taylor as a football player. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I just got to tell it like it T.I. is. In my eyes, some of y'all go overboard with this thing. I see some of y'all, some people I'm not going to say some of y'all, but I see some people make posts, oh, my life changed when Sean Taylor died. Oh, I was so devastated. Now, you being devastated, yeah, a lot of people was devastated behind it. But the real people that was really and truly affected behind it was, one, his family. His daughter, first and foremost. Second of all, his fiance, because they was in the process, they was starting a family together. Then 3, his mama and daddy. Then 4, the rest of his family. Then 5, his friends, his true friends. But some people that's fans, oh, my life it changed. Your life hasn't changed because Sean Taylor died. You can say that you was hurt and it messed you up like it did the rest of this fan base. But for some of y'all to sit there and say, your life changed because Sean Taylor died, man, stop that. You doing too much. And another thing that moves me is this media. A lot of people, the same people in the media that was sitting there, oh, Sean Taylor, oh, got everything to say about how much Sean Taylor was this and how much Sean Taylor was that to them as a player and what he mean. Them same people in the media, the same ones that was sitting there crucifying the man, crucifying his play at the time before his death. See, a lot of y'all don't want to talk about that and put it out there for what it is, but that's what they was doing though. Let's not act like, and I recall, Sean Taylor, he was on his way to having the Pro Bowl year. Before he had got injured, he had like 6 interceptions. But yet and still, though, they were saying, oh, he's playing too aggressive. Oh, he's hitting people low blow. Blah, blah, blah. The media, he doesn't like talking to us. Blah, 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 blah. These people in the media, I remember it very well. But yet and still, though, now they got their lipstick going, and they want to praise the man in his death. But you couldn't praise him and show him honor and respect for what he was doing for the game in his living. See, everybody want to get on the radio or their little internet radio shows and talk about, my fathers remember Sean Taylor. Man, and you know, it's nothing wrong with that. I don't have no problem, man. That's good. But it's only a true a group of people, a handful of people that could really tell you about what it is, about who Sean Taylor was as a person. See, a lot of y'all, you in love with somebody that was on the football field. But a lot of y'all didn't know that man off the field. Y'all didn't know how that man was living his personal life. Y'all didn't know what that man was feeling on the inside. Y'all didn't know what he was going through personally in his mind. But you got a lot of people signifying just so they could be seen, just so they could be heard. Only thing I can say to the Taylor family, to Pedro and to the family is my condolences. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor. But to sit here and say that y'all, my life changed because Sean Taylor got killed, no, it didn't. I be lying to y'all. But Pedro's life got changed. His beautiful little girl, her life got changed. But your life ain't get changed. Stop that. Listen here. I ain't been on the airwaves in about a week now. So y'all know I got a whole lot to talk about. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. 703-763-4979 is the number. You want to call in, talk a little sports with me this morning. We sitting live, y'all, right here, Mount Top Network Radio. It's a Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell, at The Real Rev T on Twitter, at Sport Revival on Twitter, Sport without the at Sport Revival on Twitter. Not no damn Redskin Revival like some people running around here trying to impersonate and be like me, huh? Y'all don't believe me, huh? Let me let you hear it again. Yeah, they trying to run around here and tell you y'all some shame on you. Al Galdi, shame on you.
10-6 is a near must. Revival 2.
Oh, my brother, testify.
Listen to this.
Yes, and so I sense that at 5-5, that home to 4-6, up favorably for a reason number 2 to believe in the Redskins winning out.
See how them Bama's going? But anyway, though, y'all, we sitting in live right here, Mount Top Network Radio, and that's right. I'm going to put it out there for the people, let them know what they doing. We sitting in live, Mount Top Network Radio. I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T. I'm so glad to be here with the people this morning. I feel real good. I feel real good, man. And I tell you, I'm not finished yet. I'm just getting warmed up, y'all. I told y'all I haven't been on the airways in a little bit. My chops is ready, and I'm just ready to talk about a whole bunch of things. And if I done missed out on some things, y'all go ahead and get my mind right. 703-763-4979 is the number, y'all. I want y'all to call in. Y'all want to bring something to the table. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we've been standing on. It's the Sports Revival. Why tweet about it? Why Facebook about it when you got the platform to talk about it right here on Mountain Top Network Radio, DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. I know I said I was going to talk about this Dallas Cowboys defense, but I had and the Washington Redskins defense, but I had to just go out there and put that out there for the people though about Sean Taylor though. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor. A lot of people don't want to hear that diggity bob and diggity bang. I know it's stinging to the ears. You want to hear some? You want to talk to real people like Fred Smoot. They could tell you about Sean Taylor. You want to talk to people like Santana Moss. They could tell you about who Sean Taylor was. You want to talk to people like Ryan Clark, they could tell you who Sean Taylor was and what he was about as a human being, as a man. Not for what he did on the football field, for who he was off the field as a man. Now, LeVar Arrington, well, he from the Show Me State. You know what I'm talking about? The signifying on the tree. He rolled that way. And see, that's what give... A lot of people will sit there and try to ride this thing with Sean Taylor. Oh, I knew Sean Taylor. Oh, Sean Taylor. Oh, Sean. Man, stop that, man. Y'all really need to stop that. I know I'm making y'all ears sting. I'm just telling it like it is, man. Good morning to big brother Marcus Washington. We see you tuning in. Big brother Sean Fennell, good morning to you. Big brother Claude Scoot Neville, we see you, champ. Good morning to you, brother. Crystal Adair, y'all. Y'all heard of those motivational minutes for the people. She here live, y'all. Right here, Mount Top Network Radio DMV with us on Facebook Live. Appreciate it so much. But look, though, I'm going to take this break. And when I come back off of this break, I want to get into this thing about what's going on with this defense. Can we do that? We sitting here live, y'all. Mount Top Network Radio DMV, since they like playing church music and stuff. They say, I bet they won't be back trying to impersonate me no more. Testify to that. Testify to that. At the Real Rev T and Sport Revival, baby. We be right back, y'all. Let's go. We coming back.
From infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Radio where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Steven Askins, host of the Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And we'll break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
See Wrestling Nation, I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old, but you got to let that burgundy gold fill up your soul. Now, here we stand, 2017, beat draft day.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Yeah, we live, y'all, right here, Mount Top Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. So glad to be here with the people. I told y'all better hold on. You better hold on and stick tight right here to the Sports Revival. I told y'all I got a special guest coming on. Kick off this Dallas week, y'all. And if you not ready, well, you always know I got friends in many places. And we gonna crank it up a few notches right here on Mount Top Network Radio DMV. I'm so glad to be here with the people, man. Ready or not, it's about to go down, y'all. Right here on Mount Top Network Radio. Y'all better tune in. Y'all better stay put here. Y'all go share the post with the people. Y'all go share the post with the people. I'm trying to tell y'all something real good is about to happen here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV with the Redskin Nation fan base. Dallas week. We kicking this thing off round 2. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. But listen here, though. Let's talk about this scenario when it comes to the Washington Redskins and this defense. Man, I believe going up against this Dallas Cowboys team that this Washington Redskins is going to have some success. I believe, and I said before we went to break and we started kind of talking about Sean Taylor, I believe that this Washington Redskins, this defense can do enough to rattle Dak Prescott. Even if Alfred Morris start getting himself going with the run, I still believe that the Washington Redskins, they have enough to be able to disrupt what the Cowboys will try to go out there and do on the football field. Thursday in Dallas. Now, being that said, and I want y'all to understand this, and I don't want anybody to say, okay, well, Rev, you know, the Cowboys, okay, all right, we know what the Cowboys capable of. Yada, 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 Rudy poo, 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 too. Right? Good. But now, let's look at this thing with the Cowboys, okay? And I got to put this out there. And matter of fact, he in the room now. Brian Hart is a good friend of mine. He put this out there. You know, the Washington Redskins with Kirk Cousins as the quarterbacks have yet to beat the Dallas Cowboys. The last time the Washington Redskins beat the Dallas Cowboys was with Colt McCoy. Good morning, big brother Thomas Kearney. We see you, family. Glad you tuning in with us. I want y'all to stay right here. I want y'all to stay right here on Mountaintop Network Radio. DMV, I told y'all we got something special coming for the people this morning right here on the Mountaintop. I really want y'all to stay right here. Y'all stay tuned in. I tell it to the hot, I tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. But listen here, though. The Washington Redskins with Kirk Cousins as the quarterback, they haven't beaten the Dallas Cowboys yet. And that right there alone, that stat right there alone, I know some of y'all saying, well, damn, Rev, why you trying to throw salt in the dagger? Why you trying to put, you know, fire into the brimstone and cause confusion? I'm not trying to cause any confusion, but I got to give Brian some credit for bringing that stat out like that you don't hear nobody really saying too much about. And the thing about it is, you got to be careful with that because, you know, I can say this. It doesn't matter if the Cowboys have a good record or a bad record. It doesn't matter if the Washington Redskins have a good record or if they have a bad record. When the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys play, it seems like that they make each other step up to a whole different level when it comes to playing the game. And I know a lot of y'all have been witnesses to this over the years. I mean, some of these Washington Redskins, Dallas Cowboy games have been some of the best damn games that you see come down to the wire in a long time in the NFL. I mean, like, when you talk about when the Washington Redskins been in the dogfight with the Minnesota Vikings and with the New Orleans Saints over the last couple of weeks before they played the Giants, that was the type of feeling that I felt inside when you say the Washington Redskins go up against the Dallas Cowboys. And, man, good morning to big brother William Bay Billy Hampton. We see you, champ. Good morning to you, big brother Reginald Jerry Jr. Good morning to you, friend. So much to have you. Appreciate to have you tuning in. Y'all stay right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm telling y'all, I got something real special for the people this morning coming to the Sports Revival. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. We kicking off Dallas. We just sitting here kind of talking about the defense right now. With the Dallas Cowboys, the defense right now when it comes to the Washington Redskins, the balance of attack that the defense, the Washington Redskins can give the Cowboys and vice versa, that the Cowboys can give the Washington Redskins. And when you look at the landscape of this thing, I really believe in all odds that this Washington Redskins defense has a better chance to go out there and do some things against this Dallas Cowboys team this week. And again, I'll stand on this. You talking about a Kirk Cousins that's out there putting up, man, you are almost what? 31 points a game, 30-plus points a game with a makeshift offensive line? I'm just saying. I mean, let's really talk about this. And you tell me that the Washington Redskins don't have a chance to go out there and to be able to have a chance to go out there and be able to compete against the Cowboys? Who you fooling? Who you lying to? Because at the end of the day, this defense, although they didn't have some troubles and some woes, you know, along the way, I still believe that this defense is a better defense than we have seen in the previous years when it comes to the Washington Redskins. Hands down. And we can sit there and play possum all we want. Now, for granted, you know, they got problems. They got problems with on third down and getting people off the field. Yeah. Oh, okay. But what team doesn't? So at the end of the day, you know, if you ask yourself who's the better defense right now, if you put the Washington Redskins defense against the Dallas Cowboys defense, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Redskin fan. I'm just saying this be from stats, from proof, from their play. I believe that the Washington Redskins defense is better. And then you got to take in consideration, you know, let's not forget the Dallas Cowboys. They missing their ace Boo Coon. Was it Sean Lee now? So, I mean, you know, look at the scenario for what it is. And not for what some people try to make you assume it to be. We sitting here live, y'all, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. I don't want no crying, and I don't want to talk to nobody that be signifying, y'all. But I tell y'all what, I just got the word right now. I just got the word right now. What I'm about to do is, can I do this, y'all? Can I do this? I told y'all I was going to deliver, and I mean that. I'm going to call my friend Mason Foster up. Can I do that? Y'all go share the post with the people, and y'all let them know Mason Foster about to be live right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV with Real Rev T. We gonna sit there and talk a little sports, a little bit of NFL. Can we do that? That's good. I tell y'all what. Let's call him up right now. I'm gonna call him up right now and see what he doing. I told y'all I had friends. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood. A lovely day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I have always had some good friends just like you. So why don't you come in the neighborhood? It's true. Oh, let's wake up in this beautiful day. I'm going to see what the people have to say. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Please, won't you be? Please, won't you be? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Let's see if we can get Mason Foster on the line, y'all, this morning. Y'all make sure y'all go share the post. Let them know it's about to crank up here. Mason Foster right here, y'all, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. We going to get this thing. We going to get it started, y'all. Let me see if I can get him on the line this morning. Kick off this Dallas week. Can we do that? Let's go. I have always wanted to have good friends just like you.
Hello?
Hello?
Brother, how you doing?
Brother Mason.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Hey, man. Hey, y'all, good morning, y'all. We got Mason Foster on the line. Inside linebacker for the Washington Redskins, man. Good morning to you, champion. Welcome to the Sports Revival, Brother Mason.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. We sitting here live, Mountaintop Network Radio. DMV, Mason Foster, inside linebacker for the Washington Redskins. Man, we so 7 seasons in the NFL. Mason, it's Dallas week, man. And you know, if you don't know, I get happy about Dallas week, Mason, right here on the Sports Survivor. You know?
Yeah, I already know, man. It's a big week. Big week.
Now you know, and I got to ask you this, and we all know that you laying down by the riverside right now, getting yourself together, man. And I must say, before we continue on this journey, man, having this conversation, Mason Foster, you have been one of the integral parts of this Washington Redskins defense this year, my brother. I just want to tell you, from my personal eyes seeing, I have seen you elevated this Washington Redskins defense, especially when it came to stopping the run and calling that defense. And I just want to tell you, man, keep doing what you're doing. And this Redskin fan base, man, we love you and we support you, man, and we behind you with your rehab 100% and look forward to you getting back out there on the field, champion.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man, for real. The support's been crazy, you know what I mean? So, I really appreciate everybody, for real.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. But let's hear though, Mason. We talking about Dallas week, man, and you know, just tell us, even to this day, you know I roll with some of the old heads, the Daryl Grants, the Brian Mitchells, man. You know it, them my compadres, you know, and I always hear their stories of how they get amped up or how they got amped up in the locker room for Dallas week, man. But just tell me that the Washington Redskins now, the 2017 Washington Redskins, the mindset, man, when y'all talk about getting cranked up for Dallas, what is it like in that locker room?
I would just say, you know, it's always real focused. You know what I mean? It's one of those games where you know, you play this game, man. Everybody back home, no matter where you're from, your cousins, everybody's gonna be watching this game. You know what I mean? And you know, it's big, man. This is two big, you know, historic franchises going at it. You know what I mean? Two good teams. So, I mean, it's always exciting, man. Anytime you get a chance to play on national TV, you know what I mean, in front of, you know, our great fans and against another great team, man, you got to love that. You know what I mean?
Live with Mason Foster, y'all, inside linebacker for the Washington Redskins on the Sports Revival. Brother Mason, we so glad to have you here with us this morning on the Sports Revival. You know, man, I see you like interacting with the fans on social media, man, and you have some that embrace you and show you love, and then you have some, man, and I could tell you, I'm a testament to that. You got some, man, that, you know, everything you try to say, they try to, you twist your words around, so to speak, Mace. But just tell us what it is, man, for how you feel about interacting with the fans, what it means to you.
Yeah, it's always been something big for me, you know what I mean, coming from a small town in Northern California, you know what I mean, right on the coast. You know, we didn't really get a chance to, you know, the closest team to us was the Oakland Raiders, you know what I mean? I remember going there and meeting the players, you know what I mean? And I just remember how important that was to me. Like, even when I would probably say 9 years old, in 1998, I met Junior Seau, you know what I mean? And it changed everything for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, him stopping and shaking my hand one time, you know what I mean, made me, you know, changed everything for me as a little kid. So I always felt like, you know what I mean, if I could do anything, you know, ride them back, stop and shake their hand, take pictures, whatever, you know what I mean, I'm just a regular person, you know what I mean? It ain't really nothing crazy for me to do. It's only a couple seconds on my day, but you never know the impact it might have on a little kid that you stop for or something.
Yeah, man, that's true. We sit there live, y'all. Mason Foster, inside linebacker, Washington Redskins. We sitting there kicking off Dallas week. You know, Mason, let's look at this landscape right now. Your brothers, they fighting right now. They 5-6. They still in the mix. They going down to Dallas this week on Thursday underneath the bright lights to face these Dallas Cowboys. They 5-6 right now. But right now, though, I joke and be saying little Ezekiel Elliott. I keep saying he look like a little Ewok. He on playing the indoor right now. He in there playing the indoor Lord in jail. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. Yeah. Right. I can tell you a story about the old Lord in jail here in DMV. But he in Lord there. He on the Rafist diet right now. He ain't eating right now. Right. So, but now, since the little Ewok and playing indoor in the jail, Brother Mason, you know, Dak Prescott looking a little bit confused out there. Like everything ain't running right. Dez Bryant, he's not looking like that #1 wide receiver he's supposed to be. Well, and Jason, you know, he just witnessed and we're starting to wither out in years. What is it that this defense, your brothers got to do to go out there to keep things rattled up for them Cowboys?
I think it's just going to be, you know what I mean, about executing, you know what I mean, with all the you know, unfortunate injuries and stuff that we had on the defensive side of the ball this year. You know, everybody's going to have their role that they have defined for them, you know what I mean, and coaches do a good job at, you know, telling you what you're going to be doing this game or what they need you to do, be ready to do this. And I think if, you know, guys go out there and, you know, everybody's focused, locked into what they need to do, execute your job, play your role to the best of your ability, you know what I mean, and we'll be successful.
We sitting there live, y'all. Mason Foster, inside linebacker for the Washington Redskins, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio. DMV is the sports revival. And Mason, you know, I said this defense, how much that you have helped improve this defense this year. But let me just ask you, when you look at your brethren on the defensive side, you know, we can talk about the DJ Swearengers, we can talk about brother Josh Norman and what they mean, and even D'Angelo Hall being back in the mix. But if you look at the young core group of defensive players that you all have that's been added to the team, who is it the most that you say to yourself, man, in years to come, we going to really be talking about him and speaking his name on your team at this fine in the defense?
I would say, you know, definitely one of the young guys who you know, impressed me since he first walked in the building was, you know, Jonathan Allen, you know what I mean, once he gets healthy, you know, just a freak, you know, athletically. You know, a lot of times people don't think about big guys like that being so athletic, but I think, you know what I mean, with him and Matt Ioannidis, you know, another one, you know, both of them guys inside being able to rush, run, you know what I mean, and, you know, be physical in the run game, man. It made it a lot easier on the back end on me, you know what I mean, the safeties, everybody. So I think a lot of those guys with Tom Sula, you know what I mean, and Mineski as a coach, you know, a lot of these young defensive players, man, are learning how to play at a high level. And, you know what I mean, that's all that the older guys, you know what I mean, and Mineski and all the defensive coaches, that's all they expect out of them. So I think they understand it, man. They're getting better every day. So, you know, Lanier, all those D linemen, man, have made huge jumps, you know what I mean, from the year that I seen them last year to now. So, you know, it's exciting, man.
We sitting there live, y'all. Mason Foster, man. Brother Mason, man, we so glad to have you on the Sports Revival right here live on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. Y'all go make sure y'all go follow Brother Mason on Twitter, man. He always like talking to the people, man. People that talk sense, Mason. You know, some people that don't talk sense, you ain't got time for it. You how the old people say, I ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got time for it. Right, but you know, we can sit there and talk football all day long, Mason, but I want to know, outside of football, the holiday season went past, you Thanksgiving and stuff. Man, do you eat chitlins?
Nah. Unless they my grandpa's chitlins, I'm not messing with it at all.
Yeah, but at least you was honest, though. See, people don't want to talk about Mason. They eat chitlins on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I eat chitlins. I just had to know that you eat chitlins. That's all. I'm fooling with you, Mason.
Yeah, you got to, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have lots of hot sauce, though. That's what I do with it. Just throw a bunch of hot sauce on it, and you know what I mean? It's good, but it got to be my grandpa or grandma's. Anybody else's, I'm straight. I'm going right to the turkey then. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah. You know, hey, Mason. No, man, I eat the drumstick off the turkey, man. I don't want no more of the turkey, man. All it with the white meat on the turkey, I don't like all that white meat on the turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, but we sit in line on Mason Foster, but I told you, man, you come to the sports revival, we'll do the conditional sports talk, Mason. You know, they want to be, hold on, let me do what you normally get. Hi, we're here live with Mason Foster. And Mason, tell us did you see the scars in the moon and the stars, Mason, all that? Man, we don't do that here on the Sports Revival. Mason, we keep it like it TIA is real with the people, man. But listen here, though, Mason. You know what the drama is and what the shediggity bopping and talking the town is, man, in Redskin land. Kirk Cousins. And you know me, man, I'm not going to throw no bone at you off the curve or the side. But I just want to ask you one question. Do you think that Kirk Cousins, man, well, I'm not even going to ask you, do you think? Because, see, that'll be setting you up. And then people be saying, Mason Foster said, no. We ain't going to say this. Kirk Cousins is playing at a high level right now this year, Mason. We talking about, you know, the thing with the running back right now is up and down. The thing, your brother and the wide receivers, they starting to come along. But at the end of the day, though, Kirk Cousins, man, he putting up big numbers, and he trying to lead this offense, man, the best way he can, man. Well, your thoughts on that?
You know, I've always been a big fan of Kirk Cousins, you know what I mean? Like, from when I first got here, 3 years ago, the way that he worked, you know what I mean, seeing the way that he studied, definitely, you know, guys can rally behind him, you know what I mean? I think that, you know, he's having a great year. He's a smart, you know, Kurt is a smart player. He's going to get the, you know, make the right reads and stuff. But, I mean, like I said, the way the NFL is now is tough, you know what I mean? So a win is a win, man. I think he's a great player, you know, even better person. So, you know what I mean, he's getting his wins. He's getting his wins with a depleted, you know, team. You know, the defense is hurt. You know, nobody wants to hear those excuses. So all we want to see is W's. And, you know, and I feel like even in the losses that we have had, you know what I mean, it's been let down and stuff. But, I mean, I think that, you know, he's playing great football, man. He's making great throws. Of course, people are going to miss, you know, linebacker's going to miss a tackle. You know what I mean? Quarterback's going to miss a throw. You know, running back's going to miss a cut or something. But, you know, he's playing great football, man. And, you know, I love being one of his teammates.
Yeah, we sitting here live, y'all. Mason Foster, inside linebacker for the Washington Redskins. Right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. Man, tell the people, man, how your rehab coming along, brother Mason.
It's going good, man. You know, I mean, it really wasn't as bad as people think. I think the first week is probably like the worst one because you can't, you know, you're locked into a sling, but, you know, you got the nerve block in. But besides that, you know what I mean, it was all good, man. I feel good. You know, shoulders getting back. It just sucks, you know what I mean, not being able to play, not being able to, you know, work out and stuff. So once I'll be able to work out and run and, you know what I mean, get back into it, I feel all right. But, you know, right now my shoulder feels all right. It's just, you know, it's tough, you know what I mean, having to sit at home, you know what I mean, instead of at practice and, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, it's all good.
Yeah, man, well, the people, man, they love and appreciate you all. Jerry Sutton here on Facebook Live said he wishing you a healthy recovery. Mason Foster, he said, get well soon, young man. You're truly a big part of this D. You play with energy and passion. Can't wait to see you ball out next year when you get back. I told you, man, I got people, man, that love you, man, and we constantly talking about Mason Foster on the Sports Revival. And I'm not just saying this to you, big brother Mason, because you on the airwaves with me. It's on tape that I've been very highly of Mason Foster and what Mason Foster can do for this Washington Redskins and has done to help elevate this Washington Redskins defense. And you know, man, you got much love and support for us here on the Sports Revival. But listen here, though, Mason, before I let you go, though, man, you know, it's the holiday time. I think they got cleats for claws going around right now. But outside of that, is there any charities or anything, man, that you involved in or anything that you want the people, man, to go out there and help support?
The biggest thing, you know, that I do, you know, I mean, I've always done it, you know, since I was little. You know, my dad is just, your local Boys and Girls Club, you know what I mean? We still do that to this day. And, just you donate, help out, you donate your time, whatever you can do to, any charity, really. And, but for me, it was always easier to go to Boys and Girls Club to do it, hand out turkey, decorate for Christmas, whatever. That's little stuff that people, take for granted, but it's big, you know what I mean? You go decorate the Boys and Girls Club. And my mom had esophageal cancer, so, I've been doing stuff with them and, trying to raise awareness on esophageal cancer. So that's really the two ones I work. I'm really trying to get something going with, or donate my time and my money and stuff. But really, man, it's really whatever's in your neighborhood, man. No matter what it is, donating your time, donating something. Help somebody out, help somebody put up the lights for Christmas, whatever, man. I think that's a big part of anything, man. Is helping out your community.
Yeah, man. That's this late Mason Foster right here, inside linebacker, Washington Redskins, man. Hey, Mason, I'm not going to hold you up. I didn't got enough of your time, man. I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate you, man, taking the time to be with us here on the Sports Revival. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. I don't talk to nobody that be crying, and I don't like to talk to nobody that be signifying, man. And Mason Foster, yeah. Before I let you go, man, I just want to ask you one more thing, brother. One more thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the bone at you. What you think the score gonna be?
The score of this game?
Yeah.
I say I'm gonna go 28-14 Redskins, easy.
28-14 Redskins, easy. Oh, man, hold on, wait, Mason, before I let you go, though, man.
28-14. I'm taking us by 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. But before I let you go, this is what I really wanted to ask you, and I know I'll be mad at myself. Them two Bammers, man, was out there in Oakland, Crabtree and Talib. And when I say Bama, that's a D.C. slang here, man. Ain't no offense to them. But them two Bammers was fighting on the football field. And you know how this thing kind of escalated, man, off the Talib snatched the man chain off and stuff. Man, is that all that necessary on the football field, Mason?
You know what I'm saying? It's really not, snatch somebody's chain, whatever, but, I played with Key for 2-3 years in Tampa. It's a crazy game, man, you know what I mean? And stuff happens out there, but football's football, man. You can't. Things like that gonna happen all the time, man. Maybe it went a little bit too much, too far with it. But guys competing at the highest level possible, man. You gonna get people that get, temperature. Dudes tripping out on each other. So, it's a part of football, I feel like.
Hey, but you know what was funny though about it though at the end when Marshawn Lynch was playing Peacekeeper, man. Oh man, that had me cracking up, man. Marshawn was like, come on, Talib. He said, let me escort you on off this field. So, you know what I'm saying? I just had to ask you that, man. I was just messing jive with you. Hey, y'all, that's Mason Foster right here live, y'all. Mountain Top Network Radio DMV. It's a Sports Revival. Hey, Mason, man, we appreciate you so much. And don't be no stranger, man. Anything you got, any events, man, hit me up, and I'll be glad to put the robe on, man, and come out and support the cause. Especially if you're going to do something for your mom. What's that, esophagosis, right?
Esophageal cancer. It's cancer of your throat.
Right. Man, and listen, you want to do something, man, for your mama, man, or for the cause, man, I'm there with you, Slim. I got my boots on marching with you. Fair enough?
All right, thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. And happy holidays to you and your family, y'all. Mason Foster, inside linebacker, Washington Redskins. One more thing before you go. Can I get an L to the Redskins, Mason?
Hell to the Redskins.
Man, let's go, y'all. Mason Foster, man, we appreciate you so much, man. We live, y'all, right here, Mountain Top Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T. I told y'all I was going to bring it, y'all. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. That was Mason Foster right here live, y'all. I tell y'all what, when we come back, though, we going to keep talking about this Redskin Cowboy week right here live. We going to keep doing this thing. Let's go, y'all. I told you we ain't stopping. Ow!
Network Radio.
This is Claudette from Russell Apparel, where we specialize custom designs and t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you will get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Steven Askins, host of the Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
I told y'all, man, I was gonna bring something special to the people, y'all. Yeah, we just had Mason Foster, inside linebacker for the Washington Redskins, join us right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, Rev T Sports Revival. I tell it to the high, I tell it to the cold. I don't want no crime, and I don't want to deal with no people that be signifying, y'all. I got friends in many places. Yeah, we appreciate them so much. And y'all make sure y'all go give them a follow, y'all, on Twitter. Mason Foster, that's Mason_Foster on Twitter. And y'all make sure y'all tell them that y'all heard them here live on the Rev T Sports Revival. We appreciate him so much, man. That was a good interview for the people. Y'all let them know Rev out there interviewed them people, y'all, like never before. Right here on the mountaintop, people's voice can be heard. But listen, you know, I want to get some scores and some predictions, y'all, from Redskin Nation and some Cowboys fan. Good morning, man, to Junior McClellan Jr. We see you, man. Junior McClellan, we see you, man. He say, Lionel Tanzel, she say she a Cowboy fan. We see you, mama, pretty lady. She say 28-7, the Cowboys. Well, woman, stop that. Jerry Sutton say 27-17, Redskins, man. HTTR, Big Brother Michael Underwood down there in Florida tuning in with us. Mason Foster, prayers going up for your moms. Young man, that's coming from Big Brother Jerry Sutton, man. We sitting here live, y'all. Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. Y'all, it's Dallas week. I want to hear from y'all. If Facebook Live or you want to pick up the phone, give us a call. 703-763-4979 is the number. We sitting there live right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. And I want to just put out this thing. You know, this Dallas Cowboys defense is lost right now. This Cowboys defense is lost. Sean Lee is not there. Okay. Brian Jones is playing up and down football, and DeMarcus Lawrence is about the only one that's really leading them in sacks right now. And so when you look at the landscape of these things, you know, it's maybe a couple of people that the Washington Redskins offense probably got to look out for and have when it comes to Kirk Cousins. DeMarcus Lawrence and Tyrone Crawford. Everybody else that's on that Dallas Cowboys team, from Anthony Brown to Orlando Scandrick to Jordan Lewis to Anthony Higginson, listen here, all those players right now on the Dallas Cowboys defense are lost. They playing with a lot of young players. And I got to say this, y'all. Now, the upside of this thing is, in years to come, this might benefit the Cowboys because you heard me say the key word right there. They got a lot of young players seeing a whole lot of football this year. Being in the game, reading offensive play, offensive schemes. So, you know, in years to come, this Dallas Cowboys secondary, okay, along with a healthy Sean Lee and that linebacking core, can be something to be afraid of. But as of right now, when you look at the landscape and you look at the scenario of the Dallas Cowboys defense, the question you want to ask them is, who are they? Who are they right now? Who are they without Sean Lee? Who are they without a premier sitting there holding it down tight cornerback right now? Who are the Dallas Cowboys besides Tyrone Crawford? Who are the Dallas Cowboys that defies DeMarcus Lawrence, Deshaun Lee? Who are they right now? And the question is, you don't know. But then when you want to flip the script and you want to look at the scenario and you want to look at this Washington Redskins football team and their defense and you ask who they are. In my eyes, this Washington Redskins defense is a defense that's up and coming, and they trying to find their way. And sometimes you got to take a butt whipping in order for you to excel yourself to the next level. If you ask me who this Washington Redskins defense is right now. To me, this Washington Redskins defense is a 60-40 defense. And when I say 60-40, 60% of the time, they're going to make sure that they go out there and do what they need to do. 40% of the time, you got to scratch yourself. Preferably at the end of the second quarters, going into the halftime, and then into these fourth quarters, they make you scratch your head. But if you ask me, and if you say, Rev, can this Washington defense go out there and do enough to disrupt this Dallas Cowboys offense? Yes. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. So you know, at the end of the day, when you look at the landscape and you look at the scenario of the thing, this Washington Redskins defense should have, in my eyes, they should have a field day going up against this Dallas Cowboys team. And you talking about, you know, Junior Gillette starting to come around now. Now, I know some of y'all said Junior Gillette got a little bit of that face mask on that play. Yeah, he did. But, you know, we done had some calls go against us that, you know, that should have been turned the other way. Like last week when we played the New Orleans Saints. You know, the third down play, that shouldn't have been, you know, a grounding, but it was. Could have been the difference in us winning the game against the New Orleans Saints. But at the end of the day, though, you know, one thing that's good and true that you do have to be careful, though, about this Dallas Cowboys team when it comes to their offenses, though. Don't underestimate Alfred Morris. I'm just saying, you know, Alfred Morris, he has 51 carries for 296 yards, but and no touchdowns, and that's true. But one thing you got to look out for, though, Alfred Morris, he's averaging almost 5.8 yards a carry. And what better team to come and lick your chops on and to decide you want to find some light or get some type of aura glowing around you as than against your old team, the Washington Redskins. Got to look out for that. Stephen Atkins say 24-21, Washington for the win. HTTR, hell to the Redskins. Steven Atkins inside _Blitz, y'all, right here, Mount Top Network Radio DMV. New episode coming this week for the people. We sitting here live, y'all. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. So glad to be here with the people on the Tuesday morning. I tell it to the hot, I tell it to the cold. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. We thank big brother Mason Foster, inside linebacker Washington Redskins, for joining us, y'all, to kick off our thing. Redskins versus Dallas round 2. And we sitting right now just kind of talking back and forth about, you know, the Dallas defense going against this Washington offense, the Washington defense going against this Dallas offense, you know, the scenario, what it could mean for this game coming up on Thursday. Now, it could mean a lot, because at the end of the day, who is going to show up to the party? Are we going to see this Washington Redskins that have been putting up 31 points for the last couple of weeks up on the board, 20-some points last couple of weeks? Are we going to see this team? We don't know. Are we going to see a Dallas Cowboys team that they want to play like they belong instead of they playing like they lost in the sauce? I don't know. But we going to find out, though. But I tell y'all what, though. I want y'all to make sure y'all go follow me on Twitter at The Real Rev T, at Sport Revival. Not no little imitation that they've been trying to put out there saying there's some revival. Don't nobody do the Rev T Sports Revival or the revival like me. And let's not forget that. I ain't talked about that today. I know y'all saying, what he talking about? Oh, let me let y'all hear what I'm talking about. Y'all think I'm being salty.
10-6
I ain't being salty.
is a near must at the 4-6 Chargers, then Denver, then at. Reason number 2, to believe in the Redskins winning out.
Yeah, you know how they trying to impersonate me or whatever. But anyway, though, y'all, good morning to big brother Anthony White. Man, I appreciate Mason Foster, man, for joining us. It's going to be our episode 282. Mason Foster joining us here on the Sports Revival. Hey, man, we had a good fun with that here. Tomorrow I'm going to try to have another special guest for y'all. Yeah. And I know I said I was going to kind of do a update of what's going on with the Wizards and the Capitals in their early season. You know, y'all know what their record is, and y'all could go listen to them other condition sports shows that want to sit there and talk about the early season. You know, hats off to them. I'll let y'all know what they doing tomorrow. But what I want to do is I want to get ready to get out of here. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. You got to come to Sports Revival to fill up your soul. I want to thank all our listeners on Facebook Live. Listen here, last week, y'all, I did one show last week. And it been running and replays on Mount Top Network Radio, along with the Inside Blitz and other shows and content program that we hear on Mount Top Network Radio. Man, we talking about almost 60,000 listeners in 1 week from Sunday through Sunday. And that's hats off to you, the listeners, the people. You know, I always say, man, I could do things by myself, but you when it comes to putting out this thing with this radio station here, you know, to some it's just my little internet radio station. But at the end of the day, though, it means a lot to a whole lot of people. You talking about the service people over in Germany and overseas in Korea that sit there and listen to this Redskin sports talk, this DMV sports talk, this overall sports talk that we bring here on Sports Revival. And I appreciate all the listeners and all the viewers that follow us here on Facebook Live. Y'all are awesome, man. I love y'all. I want y'all to be safe during the holidays. Y'all make sure y'all go out here and feed the people. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow on Wednesday. We're going to come right back live on these airs. And I tell it to the hot, and I tell it to the cold. I don't want to talk to nobody crying, and I don't want to talk to nobody that be signifying right here on the Sports Revival. Again, I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T. I want to thank Mason Foster for joining us, y'all. Episode 282 of the Sports Revival. Y'all go catch it on Podbean, iTunes, Stitchers, wherever it might fit you, we there. Y'all can catch the replays on Mount Top Network Radio, DMV, and as well as TuneIn Radio, Mount Top Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. Again, big shouts out to Inside Blitz, Crystal Adair, Rugged Pearl, Moss Reeves Wood. I tell it to the hot, I tell it to the cold. Y'all come to Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. I'm Simone Flair at the Real Rev T. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Wednesday. Love somebody, baby. Watch with me. Ow!